it was very hush hush. Like one of them was like a prince, and like obviously didn't want his dad to find out. Every time him and his like queen would be in bed together, like she would try, and he'd like come up with all these excuses. But then like this one little blonde boy would come over and he'd be like, "Let me see them cheeks." To like not have sex with the girl, like his wife. No, we just gotta give them the lead. And they're gonna calm down, and then we're just gonna take over. Well, then they just introduced a bisexual character. Two of them actually, and husband and wife, but they straight up, they're like always banging. Yeah. Like she's getting like eaten out by some girl, and then like he's sleeping with the dude that brought the hookers in the first place. Like, yeah, they're doing it like together. It's like orgy style. There's even like one scene where she's like getting eaten out by a girl, and then she goes to like kiss the guy that he's sleeping with, and he's like, "No, wife, don't get too greedy." Mm-hmm. Heyo. You got a ball? Where'd it go? Oh, got it. Money. Oh, what the fuck? The one guy that's not AFK. That's a dunk. Slam it in. Oh no! This is like if the Harlem Globetrotters weren't good. The fuck? That's in. Nah, no need. Wow, is that the dumbest play I ever done? I missed. I missed again. Not this time. What? Dude, how do they call it a shot on goal if it doesn't fucking actually go in goal? Season 4. It's 8 seasons, but 3 of them have 7 episodes, and then the rest have 10 episodes. At like an hour long each. Tori like catches some episodes and she'll watch a couple scenes, but yeah, I keep trying to convince her like I'll go back to episode 1. Well, there's definitely like shit that there's so much stuff that goes on that you might not have been paying attention to, like this little thing that happened, or there's like 36 stories going on at the same time. Story-ented. Huh? Story-ented. Definitely. No? I'm here. Oh, I queued up. I'm at the main menu, though. I don't know. Hold on. I'm coming. Oh, nope. Unless... Yeah, it won't let me join because somebody else is there. Maybe it's like what the White Walkers wear to stay warm. Oh, White Walkers are from Game of Thrones. Dude, they're like these weird fucking zombies that are like conscious. conscious. But they like this one guy's got like a trade with him. Mm-hmm. it's, it's kinda. Got kicked out of his house. Yeah, so there's this like main character. I don't know, like quite a few definitely come and go. Like there's even this one chick that so like one of the guys who's like royalty is also like the angry elf from the movie Elf, like the midget. Dude, he made fucking bank on this movie or on this series. Like he is just an excellent character, but he he's got a bit of a he's just a crazy good character. Um, but he got a shit ton of fame and obvious money from this show. But he's got a thing for the ladies. So he's like, yeah, he'll be banging like 3 chicks at a time. This little dwarf. But then he like falls in love with this one girl and like sneaks her into the castle because Daddy said not to bring any more hookers home. Yeah, man. He likes, but she's like they're like normal sized women. Yeah, yeah. And she falls in love with him back, but then like it's not safe anymore for her to be at the castle, so he tries to get her to leave. It's HIV positive. But she won't listen. It's like she she wants to stay with him at the castle because she's like, oh, I could defend myself. Like, don't worry about me. And mostly because like his sister, who is the queen, but then the king ends up dying because of a hunting accident. So then his son takes over, who just got poisoned on his wedding day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like his original arranged wife, he cut off her dad's head and then like put it on a spike outside of like her window essentially. So like she just had to stare at his head all the time. Like that was a gift that he got for her. Dude, he was something else. He was a piece of shit. Just watch the show. Well, so okay, the sister. So like the queen of all that, and then it was her son that took over the crown. She's like hated this imp since he was born. Like there was another story brought up where like she would make up all these crazy tales of how he was like a beast with one red eye and um, from when he was a baby. So she's just like had it out for him since day one, and he didn't want her to find out about his hooker lady because then she would try and do something to hurt him through her. So he was trying to get her out, and she wouldn't listen. And then like he said a bunch of mean things to her to make her like hate him. Yeah. And then she did, but then like when the king was poisoned or the little boy was poisoned, she like instantly blamed him for it. Like, and so he's on like trial right now for the murder of the king, even though he didn't do it at all. But then like as like one of the prosecution witnesses. They end up finding this girl and bringing her back, and she's just like mad shit talking them on the stand. Like, dude, it's literally just so crazy. But he's like, you see this, like, yeah, I mean, she's been, well, not his like hooker lady, but she was definitely like paying it forward because he was saying a bunch of mean things to her to get her to leave, and then she came back and said a bunch of mean things to make him look bad. Well, and I mean, she was just being loyal to the man she loved, and she didn't want to leave him, and you could see why she didn't want to, but then, I don't know. Then, like, one of the king's advisors, like, went off to the side and tried to pay her, like, a sack full of diamonds to move away. But then she thought it was him that was sending this guy to do it, but it was the guy doing it on his own. Yeah. Well, because during this time, too, so the boy king was originally to marry this girl of the guy whose head he cut off. And then through another alliance arrangement, he ends up marrying a different girl. So it was kind of for like no fucking reason. But they've also been keeping that original girl as like a hostage at the kingdom. And so then she was like kept there and groomed to be a wife for no reason also. So then they had her marry the imp, the short man. And so like the hooker lady like was getting all sorts of sort of like kind of jealous, but not really. She didn't know like why he was acting different, even though he kept telling her like, "I just want you to leave and be safe." Um, so she kept like blaming him for like sleeping with this young girl because she was like barely 16. He's like, but he got so like drunk on his wedding day intentionally just so he had an excuse like, "Oh no, I just passed out drunk," because it's like you have to have sex on your wedding night. There's like a whole, I guess, ceremony where they carry you guys up to your bed. She does, yeah. So it's how he was, because she was getting bored just sitting in the room, so he had to find a job for her. And so she was essentially like the handmaid for this girl. It's literally every episode, I'm just like, hands on my cheeks, what the fuck is going on? I don't know. Vikings also is like pretty simple to follow in like the first couple seasons, I feel, and then once everybody divvied up, it was like, all right, where the fuck is this person at now? Yeah, same. And that's what's so like the original question was about the main characters, and so like there's this like main family that this short man comes from, and then there's like Daenerys or Khaleesi. She's the same person, but she's basically building an army to take back the Seven Kingdoms, and then in comes this kind of like third storyline where this guy's working with a dark witch, but she's like kind of poison ivy feel. That's why I'm trying to say without saying it so somebody else don't hear. She strips it down a couple times. Dude, there's even a whole scene where she's like trying to convince the king that she's working with, like, your current wife is old and frail and she'll never give you a son, like I can give you a son, and then he just like plows it on the war table right in front of everybody. But then she gives birth to like a shadow being. Everybody's fighting over this like Iron Throne, which is like in the control of one of the main families. The one where that short guy comes from. Technically, short guy's dead, but he's like the king's hand because he's just kind of. I think he's considered himself too old to actually rule. So it was like this one guy, which was the guy who died in the hunting accident, but his wife, it's his dad, is like the actual. They all refer to him as like the one true ruler, but then there's like a king for the kingdom. So dad mostly like leads people through battle and shit, but he also tends to matters like what the kingdom's spending their money on and shit. Um, then Khaleesi or Daenerys. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, so like right now he's kind of grooming the boy who was poisoned at his wedding. His brother, he's like grooming him to be king now. So he's just like giving him, I don't know, the lowdown on what makes a good king. But they also thought this kid was crazy, like the original kid, because the mom, the queen to the guy who got killed in a hunting accident, she was also like banging her brother on the side. And that was like their kid. So he was like an inbred kid. Dude, like episode 2. I'm pretty sure it's PG. So she can cover your eyes for the bad parts. Dude, I remember when it was a big deal seeing like titties in Titanic. My mom would be like, "Don't watch this scene." Well, I wasn't either, but I had it on like VHS. It's definitely a love movie.
It was in a way. Well,
Yeah, and there's this like badass little chick. Her name's Arya. She's also like one of the daughters of the guy who got his head cut off. But no, she's like just not meant to be a girl kind of badass. Like she was just wanting to learn anything and everything that she could, and she recently acquired a sword from her brother. So then she was learning how to use it, and then during a castle siege, she ended up like getting split up from everybody. But now she's like riding around with this badass that who ended up leaving the castle. He's known as like the dog. But he just like he has no mercy for killing anybody and anything that's in his way of whatever he wants. But yeah, or the Hound. They call him the Hound actually. That was my bad. But his brother, like when they were younger, his his brother like saw him playing with one of his toys and ended up putting his face in like a fire pit and just holding it there. So he's got this like kind of half melted face going on. No, this is a different bloodline. But he was essentially like the unappointed executioner for the kingdom until he up and left. He just kind of went rogue mercenary style. Then he found this girl, and he's trying to like bring her back to her family to get paid for it. But like everywhere he goes that he thinks like her family's at, they just like end up finding that they're dead. More and more pieces of his family are dead. Like originally it was like trying to bring it back to her mom, and then like a couple days before they got there, like their mom was fucking slaughtered, and they try and bring it to her aunt, and then find out her aunt was slaughtered. And it was actually kind of funny because like the girl like semi broke down, but she like just started bursting out laughing, and when she heard that her aunt was killed. But she's been, well, it was just kind of like he wants to get rid of this girl and get paid for it, but everywhere they go, like he can't drop her off because her family's dead. So they keep just like riding around together. But you see like a little bit where like she's starting to like him and he's starting to like her, not in like a weird way, but just enjoying each other's company more and more. They're just kind of stuck with each other. Yeah. But she's learning shit from him, and he's getting more tolerant of the shit she has to say. So he's like shown her like that's where the heart is. That's where you know, that's how you kill people. And then like the very next scene, she like jousts a bro in the fucking heart with her sword. Yeah, like a bad guy. She's keeping a list of people that have wronged her, and she's just kind of killing them off as they come across them. Well, and she says the list before she goes to sleep every night. And there's like one scene where she's like reciting the list. And the guy's just like, would you, like the Hound, he's like, would you shut up? I'm trying to sleep. And she's like, I gotta finish the list before I can sleep. And the Hound is one of the names on the list because he killed like one of her friends or something. Yeah, she said it like out loud, like, and they were laying right next to each other around the campfire. And he kind of like looks over at her like, oh fuck, alright. But she's like, this dude is a fucking big brute. There's even one scene where she's like practicing her little sword moves. And he's like making fun of her for it, and he's like, alright, come on, try them on me. And she just like gives him one jab, and the sword like doesn't even penetrate his outer layer of like leather armor. And he just like smacks her. No, he's a human. Ever since like his little brother ordeal, he's just been immune to the thoughts of battle, I guess. So he's just able to do a lot more. But he's done like 1v5s and walked away with barely a scratch. Like, this guy's kind of nuts. There's a guy called the Mountain. Yeah. He's about to... No. But they just introduced the Mountain because the little man's on trial. And he requested a trial by combat, which then you have to like 1v1 a champion of choosing for your freedom, essentially. But the little man being a little man, you can also request like a replacement champion for yourself, I guess. So, but nobody wants to stand up and help him. I don't know. I assume normal people wouldn't have that same problem. That's a piece of shit goal. No, the Mountain's like the guy he's got to go against. 'Cause they like sent a letter for him to come out specifically for this as their champion. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's no chance. But then the bisexual guy, he like pulls through because like his brother... Too high. He wanted his brother to help. Open goal, open goal.
I messed up a bit.
Well, the little guy wanted his brother to stand in his place for him, but in some arrangement events, his brother lost his like hand, like had it cut off. No, he was like being held captive, and then he thought he could just like talk his way into something. I don't remember what he was trying to do, but then the guy just like made a point of like, you Lannisters think you can just take your gold and buy whatever you want to get you out of whatever you want, and he just made a point and cut off his hand. This is his right hand, which was his sword hand. Probably, if he was right-handed. Yeah. They got him a gold replacement once he got back to the... Once they got back to the castle. Yeah. Well, it's like some kind of steel that's just plated in gold. No. But he had to like... He had his brother kind of arrange a discrete class where he could like relearn how to like use a sword with his left hand. Then he like asked him to be his champion, and he's like, I could barely fight off a baker boy, you know, with my left hand. Like, there's no way I'm going up against the mountain. But then this bisexual guy, I guess he's got like a deep hatred for the Lannister family, and wants to get his like revenge / justice through the form of like defeating the mountain, because I guess at some point he like killed his sister and like killed their kids and then raped his sister and then killed his sister. So he wants to super fuck this mountain guy in the mouth. They're like, yeah, one of the main characters. That's a goal, that's a goal. Mamma mia. Y'all come back now. Yeah. Sometimes. I haven't gotten there yet. Dude, it's been like 4 episodes and he's still on trial. I probably would have seen it, but I passed out a little bit on the couch there. So then I woke up and like these fucking bros, these skeleton bros were just popping out of the ground in this fucking castle, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? I got slapped in the ear. The White Walkers, yeah. Kinda, well, I don't know, because there seems to be like one guy, because this king had like an arrangement where he would give up like the boys that are born. So he basically just like, he was banging his daughters and would only keep the daughters, and then like just kept the cycle going like that. But he would like, as kind of tribute, he would give them to the White Walkers. And cause so like one guy would come and pick it up out of the woods essentially, and then he just like kind of touches them with his finger, and their eyes go like this icy blue color. So they're just kind of, I don't know, it's like a kind of magic for sure. So there's like another kind of group of people. They always talk about like burning the dead instead of burying them, and it's because like no matter when you died, you can come back as a White Walker, I guess. Oh, 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 oh! If you haven't by now. I was trying to hit it in. I got it, I got it. I don't know, Hound sounds pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Dude, they got some dire wolves in the series. Mm-hmm. They're like double the size of humans. Say bend rear. Bend rear. Bengay. Ben rear. Ben rear. Does he like to bend the rear? What are these clowns doing? That's in. Kind of feels like it's your fault. Now there's like a scene in the first couple episodes where they find like this dead dire wolf and they're like, oh, what could have done this? You know, dire wolves aren't even this far south. But then they find like I don't know. They never really got to the point with that one, but they found 5 pups along with it, and at the time there were like 5 kids, so each of the kids got a pup. Dude, they're pretty big, yeah. So far, yeah, like there's a couple scenes where like one of the guys, Jon Snow, he comes like face to face just to like greet his dire wolf, and his head's like easily, like he could just swallow him up. That's in. But they had to kill one of them. Nah, so like the they were at the kingdom, and this was before Homegirl's daddy's head got chopped off. And she was the badass girl. She was like just like playing with one of her friends. But the dumb boy king, I'm not at my controller. He like found him and was like, "Oh, you guys wanna like really fight? Like, oh, you think you can fight?" And he like, they just had like wooden swords that they were playing with, and the boy pulls out like his real sword and ends up like putting it in, not like in the guy's chest, but he's just like poking him in the chest with it. And then so the badass girl, she like comes from behind and just like hits him with a stick, just like repeatedly, just like beats this little boy to the ground. And well, like before, or I guess simultaneously, she, like her wolf ends up like biting the dumb boy king, and so they wanted to kill her wolf, but she like sent it off running like, "Shoo, go on, get. They're gonna kill you for that." And on top of that, like her sister was with the king while she was getting groomed to marry him. And so she like lied about what happened and said that they just like straight up attacked him. And so then they wanted to kill, well, they just said like, she just basically put it out there that he was just straight attacked, like unprovoked, by this kid and by the direwolf. So then they wanted to like punish the girl and kill the wolf, but she like sent the wolf off already, and so then her sister, who was the one lying in the first place, they ended up using her wolf as like the replacement, so she ended up losing her fucking wolf. They, like, daddy had to go out and kill it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which was like, to me, that was like sweet fucking justice. Like, she lied her ass off to try and protect the king that she didn't even end up having to marry in the first place. Because she had got replaced later on. I don't know, it's just kind of crazy, like, that sort of shit happens kind of continuously. Like, this person died for this cause, then it ends up being for no reason. I got it. Mm-hmm. Watch this bicycle kick. Dude, it's pretty cool. Yeah! Dang, we were in OT. Dang, they got NF on here? But it's Hope. Like, it's a good song off the album, but there's definitely better songs to be on here. Yeah. What did you do over here? No, not yet. Nice. Good job. Spilled her water bowl. I was ready, and then I found a thing. Oh, this spilled her water dish, so just trying to clean it up. She got all wild with the ball. I don't know what actually happened, but her water dish got in there, but... Not this time of year. That already happened. I don't know, I think somebody might be pranking you. That shit was definitely like 2 months ago. Spring and fall. Yeah, spring forward, fall behind. And there's like Arizona. I know they don't like do daylight savings at all. You got it? Yeah, just like that. Ag. I just hit it with the backflip. Yeah. You better get it a different direction. Bro, go away, Ghostbusters. Oh. No. Just got the Ghostbuster car. Come on, dude. Just like 2 seconds behind all the time. That's good. That's good. That was a pinch shot. Oop. It's groovy. Just let it hit the ground.
Well, you could take a break. You could wait till later. I said it could, but it won't.
I don't know, there might be some underlying message in there. Nah, you were just bragging. That's in. Just a Bima. Quit leaving the golden. One second left. No way. That ghostly ghost is pretty good. He was like not even moving and he did a jump roll at the ball. Kid's carrying the team. The old mage guy. It's cool. Oh. Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch, yeah. I don't know off the top of my head. That's where I got the holy cow. Oop. Some goofy goobers. Hey, you can set it up to dribble in the actual practice arena. It just like sets the ball on top of your car. It's like one of the D-pad buttons. There's like one for like take a shot, and then there's like another to pass it to you. Sheesh. I'm just not allowed to play in the bedroom anymore. I don't know, it comes in handy with Game of Thrones. You watch like 4 episodes. Then your back's not hurting from laying in bed. Might be like Grant's first name. Maybe like Ulysses, like the god. It's probably spelled wrong. Probably. How many gods are there? How did 6 people miss that ball? Ugh. Fucking Lightning McQueen. Alright, they all missed again. Lightning McQueen is trying to fucking troll me. It's like just behind me. In midfield with no ball action. It's off. Punch it, punch it. looks like you like tap that with your fingertips. Hit it harder. I don't know. If you're going faster, it'll hit the ball harder, but... Double tap. Fuck out of here, McQueen. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I was gonna jump over both of you and just steal that. You jumped also, I think. That's a shot. Dude, Lightning McQueen. No way, dude.
60 seconds left on the clock. Magnificent goal!
Push you into it. Go get it. That's a shot. That's a shot. That's a shot. You just kind of deal with the burnt taste.
Magnificent goal!
It's kind of like a little bit of a mind fuck for me when like when I got a burnt one and I'm like, nope, not getting one till tomorrow. Sorry, Justin. I like don't want to hit my vape because I know it's burnt, you know?
What a win!
It's like a deterrent. Dang, we scored 7 goals. I do got a potty, so dude, I heard the booming. All right. Hit it in. I mean, my aerial was kind of fucked from the beginning. That'd be me. Yeah, thanks, McQueen. Boop. Dang. For what? So basically, you're gonna have a senior prank day. Or senior skip day. So is that. Uh-oh. No, what a save. Bro, did you get the finals yet? Some pinball action. Everybody backflipped in that scene. Uh-huh. Yeah, you don't need no more. Finally. Even Josh got MVP. I actually enjoyed the shit out of some Guadalajara a couple days ago. Same sucking dick. I braked in front of him and sandwiched him. It is now.